When should businesses think about potentially doing an IPO and co-investing?
Oh, look, IPO is one thing. I mean, and you mentioned it today with GO1. I mean, they're a unicorn. You've got likes of the Canvas of the world. There's a lot of money on the venture capital funds, So Airtree just, I think, deployed over $100 million in the last, 12 months. So there's huge amount of money also for private companies. And I'll give you an example. We backed a business called Nicolab that uses artificial intelligence, machine learning for stroke detection. We did attempt to IPO the business. Having said that, they remain private, and since then they've got FDA approval, CE approval, TGA approval. They just signed Philips as a client, and now they're looking to go into the US market. So I think it's important for companies to understand that there's a number of angles you can go through. You can either go through the venture capital private round, or you can actually be obviously bought out through a trade sale, or an initial public offering. So what an initial public offering means is you're essentially selling your private shares and selling it on the ASX or a different exchange. There's pros and cons for everything. I mean, sometimes as a listed company, essentially the pros is that by increasing, call it your value, and through the news flow, through your market capitalization and execution, then obviously you could take your market capitalization a lot higher. With a higher market cap, you can also utilize your script, essentially your shares, to buy and make acquisitions. You can also reward your staff. And I think staff retention, I know you spoke about that, Jason, Nick, is really important these days. So like you're seeing a lot of these listed companies apply what's known as an ESOP, which is an employee share scheme, to reward their employees, which I think is important. The negative side, though, of listing is you've got a lot of eyeballs on you. There's guys like me that speak to the management teams, that ask the hard questions. Every quarter, you have to report your quarterly reports. Your competitors can have a look at exactly what you're doing. So I think there's pros and cons for both sides, whether you are staying private, but also the listed side as well.